Hello everyone, I am the author, Alice Liddell of Cloud Orchid Publishing, the co-editor and writer-in-chief, and today I wanted to talk about the Synesthesia Poetry series. Now, the reason why we chose the title Synesthesia is I actually do have synesthesia. I have it in 3 different forms. The first one is I taste words. So when I read words or say certain words or hear certain words, I actually taste things. And then I also taste colors. So this is kind of a twofold thing because when I read colors, I actually taste the same thing as when I actually see the physical colors too. And the third one is a wee bit personal and has to do with intimate things, but basically it results in me seeing colors, which then means that I also then taste said colors. So I have a very strong bond with my synesthesia, and it heavily affects my writing in a good way most of the time. It's why my writing is heavily detailed, and there's a lot of use of color in my writing. And with the Synesthesia Poetry series, I just kind of let myself go bananas and turn my synesthesia up to 11 in my poetry. My poetry is very different from my writing, my short stories, or my novels. It's something that just happens. I don't plan it. I don't really have like inspiration the way that I have inspiration for like my writing or my art. It's a very different beast. I basically just kind of go into a trance and then I write things, and then these are what happened. So basically each of the Synesthesia series, what Brian and I do is I actually have a database of poems, and it's up to almost 400 poems now. And what we do is we just go through the poems, and once we have about 100 of them, they're all in a certain theme, we release another book. So that's how that works. The first book in the Synesthesia series is Synesthesia Darkness. And this one is, as you can guess, the theme is darkness. So kind of, all the stuff that goes bump in the night and all the dark things that go on in your head. And it also features charcoal drawings by me. And I'm not turning to any of them, apparently. Let me find you a good one. There we go. Charcoal drawings, yay. And each poetry book has either artwork or photography that goes with the theme. So that is Synesthesia Darkness, and I also did the charcoal art for the cover as well. This is available on Amazon, both in softcover and as an ebook. The second book in the Synesthesia series is Synesthesia Depression, and as you can guess, this one is about depression and mental illness, and the photography is by Brian. It's specifically when he was working as an air traffic controller on a military base in Afghanistan, and he just kind of took pictures of interesting stuff that he saw there, and there were just a lot of dead birds. So there's a lot of pictures of dead birds, and the main reason is because of all of the rockets that would go off, all the like bombs and stuff. The sonic booms, unfortunately, killed a lot of the birds, and Brian just thought it was interesting to photograph them, and there's a lot of other cool photography in here, but this book definitely is not for the faint of heart. It's very hardcore, deep into when I have my depressive episodes and just dealing with mental illness. Third book in the series is Synesthesia Experimental. This is all of my completely wacky, crazy synesthesia to an 11 poetry. Like, a lot of it makes zero sense, but it makes sense to me because I chose the words based on the way they taste. There's a lot of nonsensical stuff going on, and it just evokes certain feelings for me. And overall, this is one of my favorites out of the series. It's just a hell of a lot of fun to read, even if you don't have synesthesia, even if you don't understand some of the poems. They're just a hell of a lot of fun to read. And the photography is also by Brian when he was on that same base in Afghanistan, and it was just all the weird concrete, it's not even architecture, just like random concrete debris that was just all over the base, just half blown up stuff. And he just kind of made abstract art out of it. And it's really cool. And it just really goes with the wackiness of the theme. The fourth book is Synesthesia Nature, and this one was a real joy for me to write. Most of the poems are actually in haiku format, and as you can guess, they're all about nature and just flowers, nature, animals, both real and mythological, and photography actually by me, just of nature, walking around outside, just things that I thought were pretty and interesting. And the fifth book, the most current book in the Synesthesia series, is Synesthesia Love. And this one is a little bit misleading in that if you're looking for mushy, happy love poems, this is not the book for you. This is more about kind of the, not so much darker side of love, but tinged with a bit of sadness and jadedness and just, you know, growing up and realizing that love is not the fairy tale that you think it is. Just a very adult perspective on love. And the photography is, again, by Brian Thompson. It's some very beautiful, very moody portraits of dried flowers. So that is the Synesthesia Poetry series, and you can find all of them available on Amazon, both as these wonderful paperback books as well as ebooks. And they are just such a joy to read. They have beautiful imagery to look at, and they just go together with the poetry, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.